Welcome to the Soul of Innovation podcast. I am Thomas Anglero, and let me tell you, it's worth it. That's what the theme of this episode, this podcast is all about. It's worth every sacrifice, every minute that you miss out on something, every event you never attended, because you're putting in the time, the energy, the focus, the commitment to yourself, to your future, to your happiness today, to your happiness tomorrow, to the future that will not come unless you commit to yourself. It is worth it. I was just talking to someone and I was telling them how it's worth it. They hung up the phone and they got right to doing the homework again, studying for an exam. And I realized, you know what? I need to tell the world it's worth it. I need to remind everybody it's worth it. So many times your friends, your colleagues, your family members are out there having fun. They're going to parties. They're going to events. They're going to concerts. Maybe they're even just going for a simple walk, and you don't have time to. You have the time, but you know you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. That can be something like homework. That can be something like playing an instrument. But it's worth missing out on those opportunities. Today, where you are, if you don't grind, if you don't put in the effort right now to focus only on you and bettering yourself, bettering your situation, bettering your financial economy, bettering the people around you, that's really important. Are you really happy with the people that are around you? Wouldn't you like to be surrounded by people that absolutely adore you, absolutely love you? Nothing has to do with money. Nothing has to do with your big house, your car. Nothing has to do with the clothes you wear. They love you. They call you because they're just thinking about you. And when they see you, they light up. Those are the people that love you. Don't you want to have a life surrounded by those type of people? Then you got to push yourself right now. It's worth missing out on every single opportunity that's happening around you. Those are distractions. Look at social media, the ultimate distraction. Today, you have people who are taking pictures of themselves. This is what you got to understand. When they take a picture of themselves, they're not showing that they have a better life than you. They're showing that they're capturing one moment in their life that is absolutely 100% set up, that they had to prepare themselves, prepare their hair, prepare the background, prepare all the filters of the camera to capture a fake moment to impress you. And after that fake moment is over, after the camera goes clip and captures the picture, they're back to the life they had. It's fake. Social media is a fake out. There's nothing there. You're not missing anything. Get that into your damn head. You look at your neighbors. They got a bigger house than you, a greener lawn, a bigger car. So what? If there's anything, many people talk to me. Many people open up to me. Thank you. And I could tell you this. Those people who do and who are extremely rich, who have extremely high-level jobs, people who are famous, they're all hurting. They're all, in some aspect of their life, missing, is empty. It's not perfect. You're not missing anything. The grass is not greener on the other side of your neighbor's fence, on the other side of whatever. The only thing you should be looking at is looking at yourself, looking at your two hands in front of you. Put your two hands out. Look at your hands. You're in this moment. What can your two hands in your mind do for you? If you're a cyclist and someday you want to be the greatest cyclist in the world and win the Tour de France, don't look at your hands, look at your legs, look at your feet. What can your two legs and your mind do for you? Your mind committing yourself, getting you through all the guilt, getting through all this stuff, thinking about other people. It has nothing to do with them. They're irrelevant for you and your future and your success and your happiness and your health. The only thing that matters is you. Your commitment to you. For you to be at a higher level, a new platform level, where in the future, that view from up there, because you sacrificed today. You've sacrificed not going to all those events and all those distractions, all those things that would be fun. I'm not saying they aren't fun. But each time that you go to one of those things, that's like adding a couple of kilos, a couple of pounds of weight on you that will you forever drag for the rest of your life, because you should have been studying. You should have been training. You should have been focusing on your future and your goal and committing yourself. But because you didn't do that, you have this weight that you will forever drag because you missed out on that opportunity. You know, if you'd have focused on you, you would not be where you are today. Look at where you are today. How many times in your past you should have focused on you? You should have done something that would have bettered you. You know that. You should have read that book. You should not have been with that woman. You should have not been with that man. You should have been committed to you. That's where you are today. And when you wonder what's going on, why am I not succeeding? You got all this weight hanging on to you from your past. You want to get ahead tomorrow. You want to get ahead in the future. Then commit to yourself now, man. It's worth it. It's worth missing on everything. Why do you have to be Mr. Cool? Why do you have to be Miss Popular? Focus, dial in. The world today, after COVID, needs more people who are role models. You can be that role model we're all looking for. Some people are so ignorant, they don't even know that they're waiting for it. They're just going around, they haven't had that concept of what a role model is. But who's the role model today in society? There's really no true role model. You can't say rappers, you can't say sporting people. Those aren't role models. Who's your role model? Take a moment, think about it. Who do you take your life and you say, you know what, I want to be like them? And please don't say Elon Musk and don't say Warren Buffett. You're talking about money. You don't want to take your entire life and wrap it around money. Money doesn't make you happy. Money just gives you more money, more stuff. More stuff gives you more headaches. Who's your role model? If you don't have one, you're not alone. There aren't many role models today. We're all caught up in this trap of looking at each other and we're all going in a one big circle. Matter of fact, the circle's not even moving anymore. There's so many people looking at each other. It's stagnation. Why can't you, I'm talking to you, why can't you be my role model? Why can't you be the role model for everyone that you know? Everyone you work with. Why can't it be such that when you walk down the street, everyone recognizes you? They envy you. They admire you. They respect you. That's not on social media with these influencers. They don't get that. They get recognition. They don't get respect. Is worth it. To be you, the committed you, is worth you missing out on that beer, on that party. What is it that you want to do tomorrow? What is it you want to be the best at? Do you want to be the world's best pianist, violinist? You know how many hours it's going to take every single day. You're going to have to say no to a lot of things. You're going to be alone. And it's worth it. Because someday in the future, you're going to be standing on the stage of Carnegie Hall. The spotlight turns on. It's only on you. You stand there knowing that the thousands and thousands of hours of practice have led up to this moment. And you're so ready. And then, before you play that first note, that confidence in you says, is worth it. It's worth it to commit to you, to say no to all these distractions. Say no to that cigarette, say no to that beer. Go forth and spread beauty and light. And I want you to do the opposite of what I've always said I want you to do. I don't want you to spread yourself. I want you to do the opposite. I want you to not share yourself with anyone now. It's your time. This is your moment. You focus on what you need to do. If an exam coming up, you study hard. You have a presentation coming up, you make sure you nail that presentation. You have a meeting coming up, you make sure you're the best at that meeting. You have a game coming up, you're the best athlete at that game. You have a recital, you're the best musician at that recital. Do you understand me? You dial in now. You don't share you. I've always said, go forth to spread beauty and light, but you don't share you. You commit to you so that tomorrow the world is looking up at you. Don't shortchange yourself. I'm done with this. I need you. The world needs you to be committed to you. Give up all this crap today. Unless it's someone you love that says, hey, let's go for a walk. That's an investment in you. But all these other things are distractions. They are things pulling you away from the future and destiny that you deserve. Don't get pulled into that. It's worth it. You have 4 or 5 more years of studying and exams. But then you know at the end of 4 or 5 more years, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be done with medical school. Damn it, it is worth it. No one can take that away from you. You are Dr. Whatever. You are Dr. Anglero. It is worth it. You are Dr. Anglero for the rest of your life. You are seen as a doctor. Everyone will envy you. Doors will open. Opportunities will happen. It's worth it. It's worth you committing yourself to it right now, because once you achieve what you're going to achieve, no one can take it away from you. Do you understand what that means? It's worth it that you commit to you, because when you achieve that, that's your achievement. No one takes it away from you. You are above 99.99% of everyone. Everyone's looking up at you. It is worth it giving it up today. I am your biggest fan. I believe in you. Listen to this episode of this podcast again. If forever for a moment you doubt, if you ever think, is it worth it, me missing these things? No, I really should have some fun. I don't have enough fun. I need to have some fun. Nah. Don't go there. You just prevented you becoming you. It's worth it being you. Be you 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Be you. Don't be anybody but you. Do not be ashamed of you. When somebody says, hey, where were you? We all went out. You stand up, chest out. You look them dead in the eye and you said, I was studying. I was training. I was practicing. What were you doing? It's worth it. Then you shut up. They think you're crazy because they don't get it. Because they didn't make that investment in themselves. Yes, they have a memory that you don't have. You have a future they'll never have. Repeat that. They will never, ever have. Your future they will never have. Because you're committed to you. It's worth it. Your future, your destiny. No one else is going to have it. I read this story. I'm going to end with this. I read this story and I'll never forget it. This guy was studying. Studied all the time when he was in college. All his friends would make fun of him. Because he would always say, no, I'm not going out. When they would say, hey, let's go out for a beer. No, I got to study. No, I got to study. Today, he's a CEO of a startup company. Every single one of those friends that laughed at him and always said, hey, let's go out for that beer, when he said no to, every single one of them, they're begging him for a job now. And you know what he says to himself? It's worth it. It was worth missing out on all those beers. It was worth missing out on all those parties and all that laughing and all that. Think about it. It's just a short duration of time. So most of us think, the next 3-4 years, if I dig really hard, 3-4 years of my life of just studying, no partying, no laughing, oh my God, I'm crazy. Man, do you know how short that crap is? I moved from New York City to Norway. I made a decision. It took me 3 days to make that decision, to give up my entire life, to give up all my friends, to leave my family behind, to leave my culture behind, to leave my language behind. I came here with nothing but 5 suitcases. Well, actually 3 suitcases and 2 plastic bags. I didn't know, I didn't have enough money for the other 2 suitcases. That's it. That's how I started my life in Norway. It was worth it. It was worth it. Give up everything so that in the future you have everything. It's worth it. I love you. I think you got it from all the screaming. But man, you have no idea how serious I am. How excited I am for you. How proud I am of you. Because that piece of you is scared right now, is intimidated, is a little freaked out. Can I go all in on me? Can I really do that? Yeah, you can. I'm serious, you can. Listen to me. I've gone all in so many times I've lost count. I'm telling you, I've lost count how many times I've gone all in. Look at this podcast. It's just me. I'm not interviewing people. I leave myself vulnerable for the whole world to listen to me and criticize me. And guess what? It's worth it. Do you get it? You are worth it. You are worth it. You are worth it. Make that damn thing your ringtone. My voice. You are worth it. Maybe you have some kids that you don't see. Maybe you got a divorce. And right now you can't afford to have your kids live with you. You don't have the finances. But if you commit yourself now, work hard, study, take some classes, show up to the right events, go to work, and over-deliver. Don't just do what your boss says. Do more. Give more. Talk more. You know in a few short years, you may not only just get a promotion, but you may start your own company. And not only you could have your kids live with you, you can live all together in the home of your dreams, taking the vacations that you always wanted to take. The sacrifices you make today gives you the future you deserve tomorrow. It's worth it. You are worth it. I'm Thomas Inglero, your biggest damn fan. I love you with all my heart. Why? Because it's worth it. You are worth it. Until next time. Thank you for listening to that episode. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on my website at inglero.com. And you can also subscribe to the newsletter. Or you can find me anywhere on social media with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you very soon.